What is going on, everybody? It is me, your boy Perucho. We are back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. In today's Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle, we are going to be doing the Fighting Legend Goku GT event mission of the Join Forces category. But guys, the most important thing of any of my freaking videos is you guys. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, all you guys are doing fan-freaking-tastic, dude. Today's event mission is nothing too crazy at all. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty sure, and most people can do this. It's like a walk in the park, to be honest with you, if you you have a good majority of these cards, because yeah, not too bad at all. But yeah, anyways, let's do what we usually do here. We just read off the units details from here, and then yeah, we'll just talk about them, and then maybe talk about random stuff too, like from if I see anything, any shenanigans going on. But yeah, let's go. So of course our leader is Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Metal Kura movie. Their leader skill is Join Forces on Movie Heroes category, Ki +3 in HP attack and defense plus 170%, and then plus an additional attack, HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to the Pure Saiyans category. So all of them except for the Vegeta and Trunks are in the Pure Saiyans category. So for the majority, they're gonna get the freaking the 200% boost. So yeah, so their super attack regular is raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy, and then ultra super attack is raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. And then the passive skill is Ki +3 in attack and defense with 150%, and then reduce damage received by 20%, which is alright, and then plus an additional Ki +1 per type Ki Sphere obtained, which is pretty helpful when we want to launch super attacks, because we'll get to that in a minute when we want to see the morale boost condition. But yeah, and then launch an additional attack that's a high chance of becoming a super attack. Oh, there's a high chance. I thought it was a medium chance. And then plus an additional damage reduction of 20% for 3 turns from the start of turn, which, I mean, once they lose that damage reduction, is kind of, they could be a little, not that good if you were to ask me. But yeah, continuing on, plus an additional attack and defense for 50% and a medium chance of performing a critical hit when performing an ultra super attack, and then receives a morale boost when conditions are met. And the morale boost conditions are receives a morale boost upon entering next attacking turn after the character performs 3 or more super attacks and receives an attack 7 or more times battle, which is quite the amount to fulfill, if I'm going to be honest with you. But you know what? It's whatever. We do actually get the morale boost, I think, for both units in this video. I think. I'm not too sure. It'll be a little hard when I'm reading off these units, and then I see what's going on the screen. So yeah. And then I gotta mute myself and whatnot so we could hear their, because it's pretty cool. I like it. I still like it to this day. But yeah, they do have a little difference when they have the morale boost. When they change. And yeah, let's read off their passive skills. So same unit but just morale boost. Their oh my god, their costume change. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, outfits change. So their passive skills Ki +2 in attack and defense plus 50%, which is the same, but then reduces damage received by 30%, and then plus an additional Ki +2 per type Ki Sphere obtained, and then launch an additional attack that's a great chance of becoming a super attack, which is greater than the high chance, and then plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% and medium chance of performing a critical hit when performing ultra super attack, and then performs a critical hit when activating the active skill or when Ki is 24. So yeah, and then their active skills cause ultimate damage and stun the enemy for 1 turn, and then the conditions for that can be activated when facing only 1 enemy from starting for the next attacking turn. So yeah, that's them right there. Of course we want to launch as many super attacks as we can, and then we have to receive hits too to be able to get the morale boost conditions. I definitely want to get that as soon as freaking possible, dude, because once we lose that extra 20% damage reduction from the first part of their the regular Super Saiyan Goku, this unit in particular that's attacking right now, they fall off a bit, dude, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, all right, continuing on. I brought in the freaking Universal Survival Saga Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and then I also brought Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. So I mainly bought them because they have like a lot of good links with this this card in particular, the one that's attacking right now, the Super Saiyan God Duos. I think I try to keep them whenever I can link them up, I definitely want to link them up so they could have a huge attack stat and whatnot. Just cause mayhem, right? But yeah. Let's read them off. So, their super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack. And then their ultra super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. Dude, I can imagine how the easy is going. I feel like it won't be that impressive, but at least they'll be a little better than the usual, right? But yeah, Continuing on, their passive skill attack and defense for 70%, and then plus an additional attack and defense of 7% per Ki Sphere obtained, and then chance of performing a critical hit plus 7%, Ki plus 2, and launch an additional attack up to 3 additional attacks within the same time per rainbow key sphere obtained, which since they're launching multiple attacks, I definitely build them up to just full crits. So that's what I have built into their system. So yeah, that's that. Dude, it'll be pretty it'll be pretty freaking crazy if like their EZA, you know how they are able to launch additional attacks with the rainbow keys retains. Each of those additional attacks has like a medium chance or something to freaking launch an additional super attack. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty freaking nuts if you ask me. Next, super attack god duos. Their super attack raise attack and defense and cause colossal damage to enemy, and then their ultra super attack is the same effect except they just do mega colossal damage to enemy. And then passive skills activates entrance animation upon once only, which we didn't even see because I usually have those off. I'm used to having them off when I'm grinding links and whatnot. And then guards all attacks for 1 turn from start to turn, and then plus an additional key plus one per type key sphere obtained, and attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns from start of turn, and then attack and defense plus 120%, plus an additional key plus 1 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a critical hit plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, and then launches an additional super attack when key is 20 or more, and attacks effective against all types when key is 24. So yeah, and then we did, I'm pretty sure we did go to the Super Saiyan Blue duels at some point in this fight. But yeah, their super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy, and then ultra super attacks massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and disables enemy's action once within the turn. And then passive skills attack and defense 177%, and then plus an additional key plus 2 per type keys for obtain, and then chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies attack, including super attack plus 7% per rainbow keys for obtain. And then attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more, and then launch an additional super attack when key is 20 or more, and then medium chance of performing a critical hit, and then medium chance of evading enemies attack, including super attack. Dude, this phase right here, let me just say something before I continue on to reading the other things. I think my health, you could tell that like it lowered down a bit, quite the amount, when I had the Universal Survival Saga Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. I did get clapped here, I think, once with that unit there because they got super attack, and I'm like, oh my freaking god, dude. Yeah, man. I'm just hoping they have something good up on their sleeves when they get the easier, right? But yeah, here we still don't have the Morabus, and we're almost deep into the freaking fight already. And then here, look at that. We're gonna have if not, I think all of their links. Oh, no, not all of their links, because obviously the freaking Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta has the Universal Survival Saga or World Tournament key link on their thing. Yep, Tournament of Power, that's what it's called. But yeah, that's not being activated. So yeah, that's that. All right, but continuing on, we have what's it called? The Super Saiyan 4 duos. So their Super Attack and Ultra Super Attack, the same thing as the Super Saiyan God duos, and then their passive is almost kind of the same thing as the, if not the same actually, if I double check here. No, I think. Wait, actually no, I'm I'm looking at the freaking wrong one. Yeah, essentially they have basically the same thing and then obviously when they go to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they're quite different, honestly, which I prefer this one, of course, better. Let's read off. So the super attack and ultra super, the super attack is greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy, and then ultra super attack is massively raised attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy and disables enemy's action with once within the turn. And then attack and defense was 77%. This one is kind of similar to the Super Saiyan Blue duos, but not entirely. The rainbow, what's it called? When they get the rainbow keys, is a bit different. I think. No, I was gonna say I don't think we fuse here because we want to be able to use our active skill, because I definitely fuse when I want to use our active skill, unless I prove myself wrong. But yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta passive skill attack and defense plus 177% plus an additional key plus 2 per type keys for obtain, and then chance to perform a critical hit plus 7% and reduces damage received by 7% per rainbow keys for obtain, which is what I really like. And then attacks effective against all types, and then medium chance of performing a critical hit, and then high chance of launching an additional super attack, high chance of nullifying enemies super attack and countering with tremendous power. Before that used to be dodging. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure most of you guys were here for the update when they changed from the dodging to nullifying, which is pretty dope in my opinion, to be honest with you. But yeah, continuing on, actually I think we might get, oh my god, this dude freaking decided to dodge the Super Saiyan 4 duos, dude. I feel like we would have been able to clap this guy within this rotation, and we would have gone on our days and be able to get into the next part of the fight, right? Unless we, no, never mind, we would have not been able to clap him. We didn't, yeah, I highly doubt it, but whatever. Oh. I love seeing that freaking what's gonna call it, that morale boost thing. Oh my god, I had the active skill freaking disabled. Oh, and then I do activate it here for I think the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, I think, right? If I'm correct, yep. $7 mil, dude. Holy hell, that's freaking crazy. I doubt it. I don't think I transform, or do I? Just seeing that freaking animation is so freaking dope, dude. I love freaking oh dude, that card is so freaking amazing, man. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or the Super Saiyan 4 dudes in general. It's just because oh my god, it fills my GT love so much, dude, so freaking much. But yeah, we do that. I didn't think we were gonna fuse, but hey, I guess so, right? But I mean, it is. I should have probably gotten like the Ultra Super Tech for this Vegeta and Trunks, you know, so you could be able to do a good chunk of damage to this freaking Super Saiyan, Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku. But whatever, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's read off these guys' units are trying to clap freaking this Goku. So yeah, their Super Attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy, and then Ultra Super Attack they stack attack and defense and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. And then their passive skills activates the entrance animation once only, and key +2 in defense +90%, and guards all attacks for 5 turns from start of turn when there is another bond of parent or child category ally attacking at the same time at the start of the character's attacking turn. And then key +2 attack and defense +140%, and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, and then plus an additional key +1 up to +5, and then defense +15, and then up to 75% in chance of performing critical hit +7% up to 35% with each attack received, which is pretty dope. And then plus an additional attack and defense for 70% and guards all attacks as the first attacker in the turn, which is just crazy, dude. It's just freaking crazy. But yeah, that's them. And then this Gogeta just freaking blasting this freaking Goku away, which, you know, it's definitely what we want to do. And then last but not least, we do have the Angel Goku and Angel Vegeta, which I don't think we transform to Super Gogeta because I don't think there's really a point. I mean, we could do it just to foresee the enemies of Super Attack, but I don't think I get them in this next rotation by the looks of it. I'm pretty sure I do get the morale boost, I think. Oh, I do not! Wow. Oh, but we do see this. Dude, I really wish we got the freaking that active skill is the freaking what's gonna call it, the like the KO screen, dude, because I really want to see that KO screen. I don't think I've seen it still yet, where they're like falling down from the sky after defeating the Metal Kura core, dude. Oh my god, but this is still pretty cool, to be honest, where they just like clap that one Metal Kura and they're so exhausted, like, dude, freaking finally, dude. Which, still pretty dope in my opinion. But yeah, oh, I didn't even get to read off the Tech Gogeta's detail, which, I mean, doesn't really matter what. Their passive skills, attack and defense 120%, reduce damage received by 30%, and then high chance of randomly changing key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, and then plus an additional key +2 in addition per rainbow key sphere obtained, and then medium chance to launch an additional super attack. So yeah, I read that pretty quickly. But yeah, nothing too much, to be honest with you. And their super attack raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and then their ultra super attacks raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and then just a different damage multiplier when you do that. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out, everyone.